Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Gunmen traded bullets in Tivoli Gardens, said to have made attempt on Dudu's son's life. Gunmen last night reportedly made an attempt on the life of one of Dudu's sons in Tivoli Gardens in West Kingston, resulting in a shootout between gangsters in the community. Information reaching reporters is that several men, said to be from a nearby community, descended on Tivoli in an effort to kill the man who is said to be one of the leaders in the community. Residents said the man traded bullets for several minutes before the invading of gunmen fled the community. Head of Kingston Western Police Division Senior Superintendent Michael Phelps confirmed that there was a shooting in the area, but said the police are still investigating to determine the motive behind it. The residents could not say why the men targeted Dudu's son. Dudu's real name, Mark Christopher Cook, was the area leader for West Kingston before he was captured on an extradition warrant, taken to the U.S., and convicted on drug-related charges. He is currently serving his sentence in the U.S. prison. School principal in St. Catherine, landscam granted $2 million bail. Celine Ward Brown, the principal who is implicated in an alleged land fraud in St. Catherine, has been granted $2 million bail. Questionable transactions involving her has also increased to almost $8 million. During the bail application in the St. Catherine Parish Court on Monday, defense attorney Deborah Martin said Ward Brown has a fixed place to aboard and would turn up for her trial. She told the court that the principal also has 2 teenage children depending on her and that her church now has responsibility for them. Parish Judge Desiree Ellen asked if the complainants were still in the area, and it was revealed that they left. Prosecutors said the matter are serious and will take time while investigations continue. The judge then offered bail in the sum of $2 million and wrote that Ward Brown made report to the Portmore police station on Thursdays and Fridays. A stop order was also placed against her at the ports. Ward Brown is to appear in court on February 17, 2023, when the matter will again be mentioned. Allegations in court are that the principal collected monies from several residents in Clifton for the sale of government land owned by adjoining the Clifton community. The police had initially reported that 5 people came forward with claims that they made payments totaling $4 million. During Monday's hearing, the court heard that the number of complaints have increased to 12, with the total amount of money involved now at approximately $8 million. Earlier this month, Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced the demolition of unfinished structures located in the Greater Bernard Lodge area, which was carried out. He also told the House of Representatives that the Klansman criminal gang based on Spanish Town was linked to the scam. Spanish Town fire leaves prelim bill of $6 million. A fire that damaged a commercial building on Yonge Street in Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Monday is now estimated to have resulted in losses of at least $6 million. Smoke was reportedly observed coming from the building about 6 a.m. at the property on 3 Yonge Street. The fire brigade was called and 3 units responded, putting out the blaze. District Officer Paul Sherfield said the fire was confined to a clothing store and a wholesale on the premises. We responded to the call, and when we turned up, we needed the use of the rotary saw to enter the building. The fire brigade said the total estimate lost were at least $6 million. The building was not insured. The cause of the blaze has not been identified. Shocking. Residents of Retirement St. James were left in shock after news emerged that a woman has been found decapitated inside her house on Monday evening. 53-year-old Michelle Gail Brown is suspected to have been attacked by her mentally ill adult son, a police source reported. It is believed that Gail Brown, a mother of 1, was killed early Monday morning. She failed to turn up for work in Freeport, which arose suspicion among her co-workers, who requested that the police conduct a check of her home. The check resulted in her headless body being found inside the house. Her head was later found under a bed. When reporters visited the community on Monday evening, a grim picture was painted of the horrific incident by residents who described the deceased as a pleasant, God-fearing woman. In addition to being beheaded, Brown is said to have been found with defensive wounds across her upper body. Her adult son surrendered to the police at the crime scene, emerging from a dark road with his hand held in the air. He was handcuffed and placed in the back of the police van on location. The deceased woman's neighbor, Nolda Barnaby, told reporters that they share a very good relationship. Obviously traumatized by the gruesome killing, Barnaby said she has been in complete horror since learning on the woman's demise. "We were very good friends. She was somebody you can depend on. My daughter nearly dropped down When me tell her what happened, Barnaby said. Her last conversation with Gail Brown, though brief, will forever linger in the mind of the grieving woman. Sunday morning, me did have to rush go out for work, and when me reach, me call her, cause me realize say she did a call me. From that, me no hear from her again, Barnaby said, her voice heavy with emotion. Agent Muirhead, a cousin of the deceased woman, told reporters that his family was in shock. She is like my sister, we grew up together, and we share a close relationship, Muirhead said. We had a very good relationship. We communicated every week. Boy, I can't even fathom this. I don't even know what to think. It is just shocking. Everybody in shock right now. We did not expect this, he told reporters. The man said he received the shocking news from a concerned family member after several failed attempts to reach Gail Brown by phone. I got a call from a cousin in Upper St. James who asked me if I heard from Michelle. Shortly after, one of her neighbors called me to ask the same question and I said no. I tried to call her phone but I didn't get through. My cousin called back to tell me what happened and I came here, he said. Residents who gathered at the crime scene stood traumatized as they described their relationship with the dead woman. I am in shock as well because we had an interaction on Friday. She asked me to share something that I had with her. She was saying to me that as neighbors, we need to interact more, one man said. I would always see her going to church on a Sunday or to work during the week. Even the other day, when our road was impassable because of floodwaters, she and another lady came with a shovel to clear the way, another one added. A man who told reporters that he was also a neighbor of Gail Brown's reported that the suspected man had been acting strangely on Sunday evening. Yesterday, I was doing some work outside in the back and I heard him making some strange noise over there. He was shouting loudly, which was out of the ordinary. He wasn't even talking to anybody, he said. Gail Brown's son has been detained. Nearly 1,300 murders committed so far in Jamaica. Nearly 1,300 murders have been committed in Jamaica since the start of the year, an 8% increase year on year. In the latest Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF statistics on serious crimes, as at October 29, a total of 1,294 homicides have been recorded. This represented 92 more when compared with the corresponding period in 2021. St. James 178, Westmoreland 125, St. Catherine North 121, St. Andrew South 119, and St. Catherine South 104 are the top 5 living police divisions when it compared to murder. Portland has the fewest murders with 10, a 38% reduction when compared to the period under review in 2021. Shooting, injured persons, and rape have also declined. Robberies have increased by 21%, while break-ins have gone up by 9%. There are 61 days remaining in 2022. In 2021, a total of 1,463 people were murdered. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification